Austin city leaders and law enforcement finally providing new information about a case that has puzzled the city for decades.
More than a quarter century ago, in a circumstance much like this today, I said that Austin lost its innocence the night those young souls became victims. Today, we have some closure.
A monumental moment in Austin history laid out over a 90-minute news conference at City Hall this morning. Today, authorities shared the information that led them to answer a more than 3 decades old question. Who killed 4 young girls at an I can't believe it's yogurt shop in December of 1991? There is a lot to unpack from the announcement on this breakthrough. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez has reactions from family members of the victims who spoke today. We'll hear from her in just a minute. But first, we start with senior reporter Tony Plahetsky here in studio. Tony.
Adam, good afternoon to you. As we told you on Friday, the suspect in this case is Robert Eugene Brashers, a man also linked to rape and murder cases from Florida, South Carolina, Tennessee, and Missouri between 1985 and 1998. He died by suicide in 1999. Today, APD investigators spent nearly 30 minutes just detailing how they linked him to the Austin murders, specifically on how the use of YSTR testing helped investigators narrow this down. YSTR genetic testing focuses on the male chromosome only. And back in 2004, APD had a 16-marker YSTR profile linked to this case, but that still did not give them a name. Over time, DNA testing technology improved, but investigators held off on testing some evidence because they didn't want to waste what little they had on tests that may not be fruitful.
This was going to be it. We were pushing all of our chips on the table with this. This was going to be the last shot effort with some of this DNA. But we were pretty confident with the technology and the circumstances that this was going to be pay dirt.
It wasn't until this past August that APD requested another YSTR search from all labs that keep those profiles. And they ended up getting a match from a lab in South Carolina where investigators say Brashers had killed a woman in 1990. And there were several pieces of ballistic evidence that police say tied Brashers to the crime. In June, APD submitted a shell casing found at the yogurt shop in 1991 for testing. And it ended up being linked to an unsolved 1998 murder in Kentucky. Investigators also say the gun Brashers used to take his own life in 1999 was the same make and model of the one he had on him when he was stopped by Border Patrol agents near El Paso. That was 2 days after the murders here in Austin. And that gun was the same make and model as the one used in the yogurt shop murders. There is still some DNA testing happening now, and investigators hope to share those final results with the public in coming months. Adam?
Tony, thank you. It was a momentous and emotional day for the families and loved ones of those 4 teenage girls. They all came together to share how they felt when they got the call the killer had been identified. KVUE's Kelsey Sanchez joins us now with their message. Kelsey.
Adam, these families say that they just wanted the truth about what happened here 34 years ago to those young 4 girls. And while officials today said that the investigation is still not over, they are breathing a sigh of relief. Now, the lead detective of this case, Daniel Jackson, reiterated that a combination of DNA, technology, and good police work is what led them to this breakthrough. But it was Amy Ayers who Jackson acknowledged was one of the key pieces that led them to Robert Brashers. All girls had DNA testing at the scene and during their autopsies. Once Brashers came into the mix and was connected to that unsolved cold case in South Carolina, Jackson said that matched the same killing style here in Austin. It was the retesting of Amy's fingernail clippings from her autopsy that sealed the deal. Amy's brother thanked police for the relentless work.
This day, I was never sure it was going to get here. This chapter will close soon, but we're just getting started. You will see.
And I'm sorry that it took 30, 40 years for us to get here, but we're here now. And, you know, Amy's final moments on this earth were to solve this case for us. It's because of her fighting back.
Now, Ayer's wife, who has been vocal about the case, encouraged other law enforcement agencies with cold case files and outstanding cases to open their boxes and take advantage of the technology now offered to help solve these cases. Now, again, this investigation is ongoing. Detectives still don't know why Brashers was here in the city or if he had any connection to Austin at all. For now, we're live in North Austin. I'm Kelsey Sanchez, KVUE News.
Kelsey, thank you. And if you want to watch the full press conference, it is available for you on KVUE.com.